Jack casually threw a wooden stick, only to accidentally kill his neighbor's young boy. When he saw Remy lying motionless on the ground, Jack was immediately terrified. He frantically called out Remy's name, but there was no response at all. Jack cautiously stepped forward to check, only to find that Remy had stopped breathing. Realizing he had gotten himself into huge trouble, Jack's first instinct was to go ask an adult for help, but halfway there, he suddenly stopped. And as he looked at a crack in the rocks ahead, a wicked thought crossed his mind. He immediately rushed back to the scene, dragged Remy with all his strength, and pushed the boy's body into the rocky crevice. The crevice was extremely hidden, and no one would be able to find it unless Jack said something. After doing all this, Jack hurried home in a panic, only to find that his clothes had been torn a big gash by tree branches. To avoid drawing his mother's attention, he quickly hid the clothes under his bed. Before long, Remy's mother knocked on the door, asking Jack if he had seen her son. Jack acted unusually calm and deliberately pointed her in the wrong direction. Little did the woman know that her son had already died a tragic death in the forest. The news of Remy's disappearance soon spread throughout the small town. Looking out the window, Jack saw the street below crowded with police officers and neighbors, all discussing various possibilities about the boy's disappearance. Only then did Jack feel a deep sense of fear. Sitting on the sofa with a pale face as the news of Remy's disappearance played non-stop on TV, Jack wanted to confess everything to his mother, but was afraid of being arrested by the police if he told the truth. His mother thought he was worried about Remy, never knowing that her own son was the one responsible for everything. The next day, the police called Jack in for questioning because someone had seen Remy follow him into the forest the day before. Facing the police's serious interrogation, Jack remained far calmer than most kids his age. He said he had indeed gone to the forest the previous day, but had not seen Remy at all there. Just like that, Jack successfully lied to the police. With no useful leads, the police had to launch a search near the town, but they found nothing after a thorough search. The third day was Christmas Eve. Residents of the town all went to the church to sing and pray, while Remy's father sat alone in the corner, silent. But soon, his long-suppressed emotions completely erupted. He shouted that his son had been missing for 2 days, and he wanted the police to search the forest, but the police said they were short-staffed, so he begged everyone to help them. Looking at the grief-stricken father, everyone felt deep sympathy and understood what he was going through as a parent who had lost his child. After discussing with the mayor, the priest decided to mobilize all residents to join the search. Early the next morning, all the townspeople gathered at the church gate and entered the surrounding forests to search under the police's arrangement. Fearing his secret would be exposed, Jack quietly followed the crowd and silently prayed that the rocky crevice would not be found. As the search area expanded, the crowd got closer and closer to the crevice, and Jack grew extremely nervous. Just then, a police officer suddenly announced that the search would be suspended for safety as it was getting late, adding that they would resume searching the area the next day and bring a police dog to assist. Jack breathed a temporary sigh of relief, but still felt very uneasy. He knew his secret would be uncovered as soon as the police dog arrived the next day. When he got home, Jack found that the clothes he had hidden under the bed were gone. Realizing something was terribly wrong, he hurried downstairs, only to find his mother mending the tear in his clothes. Jack had planned to confess everything to his mother, but after hesitating for a long time, he went back upstairs. Seeing Jack's state and recalling his abnormal behavior over the past few days, his mother had already sensed something was wrong, but to keep her son from being arrested, she chose to stay silent. Jack trembled under the covers, terrified that his secret would be revealed the next day. Yet a dramatic turn of events then took place. The town was hit by a once-in-a-century storm. After a night of violent winds, the entire town was severely damaged, and the forest was reduced to ruins. Everyone was busy with disaster relief, with no time to continue searching for Remy. Jack went to the forest and saw that the rocky crevice was covered by fallen trees, thinking that no one would ever discover his secret again. 15 years passed in the blink of an eye. Jack became a doctor in the town and even started a relationship with Remy's older sister. He thought the incident would never come to light, but that year, the town suddenly decided to develop the forest. Watching the tall trees in the forest being cut down one by one, Jack panicked instantly, terrified that the secret in the crevice would be uncovered. That night, Jack snuck into the forest, intending to check the crime scene from 15 years earlier. As he approached the crevice, he suddenly smelled a pungent odor and saw that Remy's down jacket was still intact. Jack quickly picked up a tool to pull the jacket up, but the narrow crevice left him no room to maneuver. Just as he fell into despair, the sound of loggers talking came from ahead, scaring Jack into fleeing in a panic. Unbeknownst to him, the loggers spotted the body hidden in the crevice because of his hasty escape. A few days later, the mayor called all the townspeople to a meeting and announced that they had found Remy's body. A forensic examination revealed that Remy had died from a severe blow to the temple, and a strand of hair that did not belong to him was found on Remy's clothes. Technical testing showed that the brown hair belonged to a Caucasian male. At that moment, Remy's father could no longer contain his grief. He stood up angrily and demanded that all residents take a DNA test to find the person who had killed his son. Upon hearing this, Jack was instantly terrified.